What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. Today we are talking about Bitcoin and a couple altcoins. Before we get started though, if you're not a subscriber to this channel, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. I genuinely appreciate every single person that subscribes to this channel. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. So Bitcoin on the 2-hour time frame is where we're going to be starting today. And what I want to point out to you guys is the consolidation on the 2-hour time frame. As you can see, prices have dropped down to about 15,600, where they bounced all the way back up to 18,000 and then came all the way back down to 15,800. So we potentially have a double bottom forming here on Bitcoin. We're obviously going to have to wait and see what happens to this resistance level at 18,000, but this is a potential double bottom pattern on the 2-hour with Bitcoin. Also, if you guys aren't aware of these double bottom patterns, once the resistance level is broken above, that confirms the pattern, and if $18,000 is broken above, Bitcoin will head straight for 22,000 per coin. So that's a pretty nice trading pattern here on the smaller time frame. We just have to watch that $18,000 level on Bitcoin and see what happens. So also, you guys, one of the things with the crypto markets right now, we have a lot of fear, we have a lot of FUD. If you go to the 7-day time frame, you're going to see some coins that are up. You know, we have Trust Wallet, which we'll talk about in a second. But if we go down to the 7-day time frame in the other direction, we'll see that there's a lot of blood. 58% down on Solana, 44% down on Crow. So there's definitely very, very oversold conditions right now in crypto. So a bounce is pretty likely here with Bitcoin. We'll have to see what happens. But a bounce and a breakout of this double bottom certainly would not surprise me with the Bitcoin markets. So let's look at GMX a little bit, you guys. Bitcoin on the 2-hour is looking potentially bullish. Also, we have GMX here, which is an altcoin that is looking really bullish right now. So let's do an Elliott wave count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have our 5th wave right here. So we have 5 waves up. And then we get an ABC correction. Now this B wave, you can see, we have our A wave. Our B wave does actually go up above. So we'd probably count this as either an expanded flat, or we would just ignore this wick because it happened so quickly that it could really be ignored and just count it as a regular ABC correction. So we have a V bottom here on GMX. We're worth $40 right now. This V bottom on GMX could easily take us up above $61 right here. And being worth $40 right now, if we break above $60, $61, $60, we're definitely going to head over 100 here with GMX and really start a nice uptrend. So this is one I'm watching really close. I see a lot of opportunity here in GMX. And yeah, whenever I see a nice clean Elliott cycle like this, I'm definitely going to be paying attention to it and see if it breaks out, see if we get a nice break above resistance, because that will confirm that we have another Elliott wave sequence coming out of this. The bottom of wave C is going to lead to another 5-wave impulse, and so we're just really going to be watching for that here with GMX. Will this support hold, and will it break out, or what's going to happen? But yeah, there's a lot of panic in this market right now. There's a lot of undervalued projects. There's a lot of oversold conditions. So let's look at TWT, or Trust Wallet Token. This is another coin I want to mention in today's video. So this one is FOMOing right now. So we've really been pumping. We're up 118% on this coin. And you know, the short term can easily pull back here. We can easily go back to $1.73. That wouldn't surprise me at all. But overall, we see a triangle structure right here on Trust Wallet Token. You can see this nice triangle pattern. And a breakout of this triangle is ultimately very bullish. So what really wouldn't surprise me here with Trust Wallet is either continuation where prices keep pushing higher, or we pull back a little bit here and we consolidate on top of support, and then we push higher here on Trust Wallet. But overall, this is a very bullish pattern, and one that can easily go to, you know, we're worth $2 right now. This can easily go to $7 because of this triangle pattern on Trust Wallet. So overall, this is looking pretty bullish. Now let's go back to Bitcoin, and let's go to the daily time frame here. And let's go ahead and look at one more thing on Bitcoin that I find to be really fascinating as far as the structure of Bitcoin goes. So you can add two charts together on any TradingView chart. You can compare with another chart below it. This is really powerful when you're looking at the different ways the markets bottom out. And if we go ahead and do this with ADA, which is a great example of how a bear market bottomed out, a great example of the type of structure that a bear market can make while it's bottoming out. And if we look here at ADA on the bottom, and then we look here at Bitcoin on the top, this is definitely something I am watching. We can see a lot of similarities between this market structure. And there's this thing called a Wyckoff spring right here. And there's a few different examples of Wyckoff springs, but the one we're going to be using today is Wyckoff accumulation number 2. And if we look at Wyckoff accumulation number 2, this chart is really a great example of both of these market cycles. Prices are dropping really hard. You can see that prices are dropping really, really hard off. And they sort of bounce. They bounce back up to resistance. Then they start falling again. They have another little bounce. You can see both of these markets had another little bounce right here. Here's the phase where they were dropping really hard. Here's our first bounce on both of these markets. And then you get that final spring, and you can see that that's a lower low on this Wyckoff accumulation pattern. That spring is a lower low, and that's exactly what happened or potentially happened here with Bitcoin as well as with ADA. So this is potentially a really big opportunity to buy Bitcoin. It's a black swan event, which has typically been the bottom of crashes. We do have black swan events at the bottom of crashes quite often. And we do see that with both Bitcoin and with ADA. We see this kind of, that black swan event was COVID on ADA. And with Bitcoin, we obviously have the FTX FUD situation. But both of them are corresponding to the bottoms of bear markets at that exact low. So this could be really good for Bitcoin. GMX looks really good, and Trust Wallet token looks really good. So this is the update for the day. There's exciting things coming in these markets. We're going to keep posting updates. I figure it's time to make a lot of content for you guys right now, a lot of free content, just due to the nature of where we're at in the cycle. If I make a lot of free content for you guys, a lot of you are going to walk away from this market with a lot of money and a lot of profit, and you're going to come back to me and say, hey, Dallin, I made so much money because of investing in these areas. You know, what's your VIP like? Or let's join your VIP, let's join your mastermind. So I'm making a lot of content right now to help you guys make a lot of money, partially for selfish reasons, because I know that's going to come back to me. But there's a lot of opportunity in the market right now, you guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. I love you. I appreciate you. Again, if you're not a subscriber to this channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It does me a lot of good, a lot of help growing this channel. And, you know, let's all make money in the crypto markets. So thank you so much for tuning in. I love you. I appreciate you. And as always, stay profitable out there.